guys will be on live and streaming. So I try to catch the first part of us, going on live and all of those things. So we'll be going on, and from there, I'll be sharing it to my Facebook. So let's see. Good. So we are live.
Yes. All right, so he's definitely making a grand entrance.
It's possible that he may not be coming. It's
okay.
Not that.
Oh man, did you taste the pineapple tea?
Okay, good stuff.
What do you got in that cup? That's the other tea? Yeah.
Like that. Gasolina. We are on live. Hello, ladies. Come on in. We're on live already, so come on. We start in 5 minutes. So come grab your seats. Sit down. Come sit down. This is Cassandra. She has made it here too. This is also a good friend of mine. She wrote down here from Columbia, South Carolina. She's sitting in tonight as well. She's also a previous guest to the show and coming to hang out and enjoy this evening. So say hello to Miss Cassandra. Cassandra. This is James and Jada, our guests, James and Jada, and Mr. GQ Smooth. We appreciate you coming on in tonight. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm talking to me.
Wonderful. Our guest tonight, Mr. James Mason and his daughter Jada are here hanging out. We're about to get started in about 2-3 minutes countdown. I will record and I'll start off with introducing the show as we do on the radio. But this is my official co-host, Mr. GQ Smooth.
Greetings, salutations.
All right.
There we go. I like this view better. Awesomeness. Where are we? 57. We're about 2 minutes before we get started.
I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys to mute your mics if you are not speaking. Everybody except you guys, James.
Oh,
Yes, you keep your mics unmute. Yeah, so mute your mic so that any background sounds and things like that, because I'm recording for the radio. If that background sound and all of that stuff is in it, it comes across over the radio and they don't know what's going on. So do that. And also it just is a little bit seamless as far as communication. So if you got to say something, just unmute your mic. I'll see that it's unmute and everybody will see that it's unmute, and they'll have the opportunity to, seriously, my phone. Yeah, they'll have the opportunity to speak, okay?
You want me to mute my mic as well?
I think you should. Because I'm hearing a whole lot of crackling. I don't know what you're doing back there. We can't really see you.
Do you really hear a lot of cracking? I'm not even moving. I mean, I'll mute it. I mean, you normally do the intro together, but that's all right.
Wow.
No, I'm just saying once we get started as far as the show and people start talking.
No, okay. I was just making sure.
Yes.
Sent a lot of rules and regulations this time, so I just making sure I'm in compliance.
What are you talking about?
You got to follow the FCC. You got to follow Ray Carr. Yeah.
Don't be tripping.
Let's talk off the air, GQ Smooth. Don't do this. I mean, be a little bit smoother than that, sir.
You got company, man.
I understand we got company.
Be a little
You
bit
see,
smoother,
my mic was swell and muted.
Keep it that way. I mean, I'm just saying before we get started recording for our own air, I just want to make sure I see you live.
Okay, we already live. We've been live. We have been
I can read.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Good evening, guys. You are listening to WRUULP, Savannah, Georgia. 107.5 FM. WRUU.org. We are Savannah Soundings Community Radio with Global Soul. Yes, it is Friday night. It is 8 o'clock. That means it's Friday o'clock, right?
Friday o'clock.
That is our opportunity here to do this show. Let's see who my friends are. And it's a chance, like I say, for all of us to get to know somebody new, to put someone else that's in our community here on the show. Now, of course, we're doing quarantine editions and our community expanded and it got smaller and it's expanded and it got smaller, but we're back home to Savannah. And we have our guest here tonight with us is Mr. James Mason and his daughter, Jada. Thank you guys for coming and doing this show tonight. You guys that are watching us or listening to us on the radio, you guys are in for a treat. Jada is our youngest guest that we've ever had on the show, right? So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about young people showing who they are and expressing themselves. That's the first thing. The second thing, James, you like an afterthought. You're the guest, but you like an afterthought, right? Another thing I'm super excited about music and voices. I stalked James' Facebook page a little bit. He got a voice. So if you stick around with us, you get an opportunity to hear these two beautiful voices sent across, the airways. Thirdly, I'm excited that we have someone here that's going to talk to us about health and fitness and all of that stuff, because I love that. That's me all day. So I'm excited about all of that. But as we start the show, I always ask, let's get this part out of the way so we can get into what we came here to get into. I'll start off and I'll tell about my week, and then we'll go around starting with James and Jada. I'll just give an example of what we do. I say, how was your week and how will your weekend be? I've had an amazing week this week. It has been a slight shift in how people feel and how people are doing this past week. I don't know what it is. It's something in the air. So it's a little bit lighter and a little bit flowier. So this week has just been, some great things are going to happen. And this weekend is going to be awesome. I got my friend here hanging out with me, and it's going to be awesome, right? So James and Jada, same thing. How was your week? How will your weekends be?
My week has been good. A very good week. Very positive. Some new strides and things going, and still quarantine, so not a whole lot of work on that side, but still very positive. Blessed to be in a situation where I'm an individual that's still getting paid through it all. So I'm grateful for that. As far as the weekend, it's again, I'm carrying those positive vibes from the week over into that weekend, and just looking forward to that positivity to keep going. So.
Yeah.
My week has been good. A lot of good things have been happening this week, so kind of just made me feel happier. Even though I don't get to kind of like go to school or have a 5th grade graduation, but it's always good that we have technology, so we can have these Zoom classes to be able to see each other. And I feel like the weekend's gonna be good as well as my week has been.
Yeah. Good stuff. Thank you so much for that. Let's see who's next. Salima, how was your week? How will your weekend be? You here? You gotta talk, girl. This
My week has been one of service to others. And I had to learn that, as I receive, I have to give. So it's been one of those, reciprocating kind of week. And it's been long given to others.
Yeah, good stuff.
My weekend is going to be great because I started off giving to myself. I went and got me a pedicure. So tomorrow I will be joining some great friends, and we're going to have us some tea.
Yes. Ayana, how was your week? How will your weekend be?
Well, it was awesome. Well, if you hear echoes, because I'm here with Lima, but I got my phone and she's on the computer. I apologize for that. But it was a wonderful, wonderful week. Enjoy going back to work. I kind of resent not being at my other unemployment job because I was making more money unemployed than I make working. But I'm glad I'm back at work nonetheless. My weekend, actually, it's just been a spirit of anticipation of what is coming my way, what fun, what exciting things are new on the horizon. And
good stuff.
I ain't got no plans.
GQ.
Yes,
how
ma'am.
was your week? How will your weekend be? Y'all sit back, because it's usually a therapy session for GQ Smooth. So.
Since I bust you out, you want to bust me out? Okay,
yes,
I see how
sir.
you go.
Yes.
That's fine. You ain't bust me. I mean, if you want to go there, my week has been great. Count it all joy. It's kind of refreshing to see people out and about in a positive way, but kind of disheartening too. I'm kind of like, can y'all just go back home? I like having the road to myself. Then I these people honking horns and stuff. I'm about to have road rage already. It's like, I can't touch you. I can't breathe on you. I'll cough on you even though I ain't got nothing. But I'm just saying, I'm one of those things. But it's been a good week. Finishing up the school year hopefully this week. So telling my students they last stuff turned in by Tuesday. So come next week they gonna have a final. I'm done grading. All I do is go clean up my classroom and all that. I'll be good to go. It's great. This weekend I'm relaxing. Gonna be celebrating the graduation come tomorrow. But other than that, just relax. I ain't gonna do too much. It's getting a little hotter. It's getting a little warmer. People out and about. So I'm just gonna sit back and relax. I would say some other things, but we got guests on air that I'm not finna. I don't do that in front of. Which means you can mute me. Mute yourself.
Cassandra, how was your week, and how will your weekend be?
Oh man, this week has been incredible. And I made a decision midweek to come down and hang out with my good friend. So this weekend is going to be amazing. We're going to get a lot of work done. We're going to have a lot of positive energy flowing, nothing but edification and empowerment and encouragement, all of that good stuff. I'm happy to be back on the show with you guys. So, we can kind of chop it up. I can see what's going on with you guys and get to know Mr. James and what's
Jada.
And Jada. You guys, I just love y'all's energy. Y'all are just glowing, and I'm so looking forward to learning more about you guys.
Yes, good stuff, good stuff. So tonight we do have other people's topic question, our opt-in question for the night. GQ, you kind of hit on it a little bit with some of the restrictions and all of those things loosening up out there. Are you still wearing your mask in public? Or are you one of those people that I'm seeing that's not? Let's talk about it. Are you still wearing your mask in public? I'll start off and I'll say I am wearing my mask in public. One, because I think people out there are tripping if you don't, right? That's the first thing. If they see, even though sometimes I'm out there and I'm like, I'm not scared of anything and all of those things. If I walk out there and I see a whole bunch of people in masks and I see one person without a mask, I'm looking at that one person like, what do you know? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be that one person either, so I'm just curious as to what it is you guys are doing out in public. So James, what you doing out in public? Are you still wearing a mask out there, or?
I can be caught with it both on and off. Majority of the time, if I'm in a public place where I'm going to be involved with people, I do have it on. In some places that require it here, that you have a mask on before you enter. So those places I definitely have it on.
For sure.
Most part, I'm trying to abide by the rules, and when I am definitely in contact with other people, it's a point in which I do have the mask on. So,
yeah, for sure. What about you, Jada?
They don't take me anywhere.
She looked like she was trying to come up with a real nice, graceful answer for that. She said, I'm just gonna tell the truth.
I know, like they don't take me anywhere. You know what? I understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have two daughters of my own, and they're older. I have a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old. And it's like once a week, I'm like, okay, go to the grocery store and back. So they go and they spend about 2 hours, right? They go and they just marinate in the doggone Walmart. I'm in Hinesville, so it's only so far you can go and so much you can do, right? But I completely understand. In this day and age and what they have going on out there, you good at home. There's nothing out there. There's nothing out there. You ain't missing a thing. Perhaps your friends and some sunshine, but until the grown-ups get it together, you in the right place. So what about you guys? Salima, Ayana, what y'all doing out in public?
Well, I stay in my car most of the time, just going to work and coming back home. So when I'm in the building, at home, I'm not wearing the mask. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just chilling, freelance, no masking. So, but when I'm at work, they already got us in bubbles. Like our cubicles have glass around them, fiberglass. So I don't really have to wear the mask there. But when I get up and walk around, I put a mask on. But not necessarily just going to a empty parking lot where my car is at. If I don't have a large amount of people, I feel suffocated. I can't breathe. I have thoughts like, is this the breath that I'm putting into the atmosphere? I mean, I just, those are the kind of thoughts that I have with the mask on. It's claustrophobic. I'm sorry.
Listen, that has been like a struggle, because I did a couple of sessions in my office this week And I'm requiring people to wear a mask because I want to be responsible. I want them to be responsible as well. So I'm requiring them to wear a mask in the office. But I'm telling you, I have that mask on and because I have to talk the whole session, I'm running my mouth. So it's like, oh, I'm passing out. It's like I'm breathing back in all of my own carbon dioxide, And if you guys don't know, when you do the hypno voice, it has to be slow.
Right.
And it's like, oh, somebody's gonna pass out. And it's not gonna be hypnosis, it might be me. So I'm using my mask, but goodness, it's hard at times.
I only been a few places that required it. I only been a few places, like my favorite place of all places, Brighter Day.
Oh, goodness.
But the thing is, they give you a mask, so that's cool too. But I have one, but I just don't like it. I really don't. It feel like it's trying to suffocate my subconscious or something. I ain't lying.
All the way down to the subconscious. Gee.
When I take that mask off, it be like. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 different places, and I'm in the same spot. Can't breathe.
I'm telling you, people, we need to realize. I've been telling people for years now, for as long as I've been doing hypnosis, how important the breath is. You know what I'm saying? And how we don't recognize that we don't even breathe as deeply as we should, and how that goes. So this is like really a focus on what is important. The breath is, life. So you get the opportunity to really pay attention to your breathing and pay attention to the quality of breath that you're taking in. It's not the best scenario in order to do so, but we're learning a valuable lesson about, our ability to just breathe, you know what I mean? So Cassandra, what you doing? You wearing a mask in public?
Well, I try not to go in public too much. I'm one of the people they would consider at risk because I have allergic asthma, and the air is a lot easier to breathe here than it is in Columbia because I'm surrounded by pine trees where I live. So so it's easier for me to breathe here, but having allergic asthma and it's pollen season makes you cough, you know what I mean? So I try not to go into too many public places, mask or not, because people look at me like I just pulled out an AK-47 if I got a cough, So I do wear a mask. I try to wear my cloth mask because I can breathe through them a little bit easier, but and I'm like, well, if I can breathe through them, the germs can go through them too. So I kind of feel like it's more of a mental thing. But if that's the game that we're playing right now, if everybody else feels more secure because we wear a mask, I'm gonna wear a cute mask, match my outfit, And it is what it is. It's a shift. So we do what we need to do to protect each other and make each other feel, more comfortable and just move forward because there's many more important things to focus on than being upset about me having to wear a mask. You had to put all these lips behind masks is a lot going on. So, you try to make it work.
Yeah. So GQ, what you been up to? What's been your experience with the mask? Are you wearing one in public still? Ever?
Depends on where I go. I mean, when I had to eat last night, I ain't had no mask on. I got to eat. I can't eat with a mask on. I was like, this is not gonna work right here. I'm distant. And then when I realized that the mask is to protect other people, I'm kind of like, well, if I ain't around nobody, I ain't got nothing to worry about. And I'm just like, just stay away from me anyway. Then you have to worry about breathing the air that I breathe and taking into my germs. But I mean, when I go to the store, I put on a mask. If I'm less than 10 people, I probably won't have my mask on. I'm like, if you up in here, we playing cards, we touching something that we done touched. So it's kind of like, I mean, we sanitize before we touch the cards. Hey, I play with my gloves on. But anyway, that's just me.
Gotcha.
I mean, the only thing I don't like doing is I can't cough or sneeze in that because I don't ever have to cough or sneeze when my mask is not on. When I put on my mask, that's when I have to cough or sneeze, and I can't do it. because like I can't be that close to my stuff to be like hot up in my face. I'm like, what do I do? And it's always in public. So I mean, I wear the mask in 10 or more places, like grocery stores, Walmart, Kroger, all those good places, Target. I put them on. Restaurant, again, I have to eat, so I can't have on the mask and eat.
For sure, for sure. Well, I'll say this, that this is just our experience and what it is that we're doing. This is not us giving you guys advice to do anything or to not do anything. You know, you have to lead by your own understanding, lead by your own heart and what it is that, you know, you are feeling these days. But we hope that everybody is out there being responsible to themselves and responsible to each other. Because, you know, they're saying we all in this thing together. So, you know, the most and the best that we can do for ourselves and each other is to be responsible and pay some type of attention to where we are and the people around us. So I appreciate y'all opting in to the opt-in question tonight and letting us know. But right now we shift our entire focus to James and Jada. Thank you guys so much again for coming and hanging out with us tonight. James, I always ask, the first question I ask, I say, you know, who are you in the community? Because I want to know how other people, you know, if I come to Savannah, I'm like, you know, I'm looking for this guy. They told me to, you know, find James Mason. You know, I always say, you know, how do I know him when I'm asking other people, you know, to point me to you? So who are you in the community, and who will other people say you are?
I think a lot of people around this area, around these parts, would know me as a musician, mostly. Some half and half, but a good bit of them would know me as a musician. There are a lot of people who would know me from fitness, health, and that type of thing. But for the most part, those two entities is where you could probably say, well, I heard about James, and he's a musician, and he plays, you know, you know, the fitness part, and so that's the biggest two things I think I could be identified by here in this area.
Yes. So that's what other people would say, and that's how other people would see you. But how would you say you are? Who are you in the community in your eyes?
For me, I'm just a person that's perceive myself gifted and blessed to have a gift in music and singing and as an organist, a minister of music here. Also, I perceive myself, I am a person that loves to help others achieve their fitness and health goals, and that type of thing. So that's how I see myself, you know, here as a person that's trying to help build a community that's want to do better in health and fitness, and being accountable to those. Music soothes the savage beast. So there's happiness in music, and being able to feel making people happy and being a part of that, which enlightens an atmosphere or mood, or help you get, you know, you listen to something that you really like, it gets you in a better mood and that type of thing. So I you know, want to see myself as serving, providing a service to people and serving our community. So.
Yes, for sure, for sure. That is amazing. Tell us a little bit about where you're from. Are you a Savannah native, or are you
I was actually born in Palm Beach, but I lived most of my life in a little place called Quitman in Dixie, Georgia, that Austin, Georgia area, on a farm some sort. So my grandparents were worked in school and in farming, and so not afraid to get my hands dirty, that type of thing, and outdoors and all that kind of stuff. But right there in South Georgia.
Yeah.
So you know, I have a background there, and you know, from
okay, it's like a real manly man out there. Get your hands dirty and stuff like that. Also, a real manly man in South Georgia. I hear you. Right on, brother. I hear you,
Yeah,
bro.
jack of all trades.
Really?
And I've mastered a few at this point. So.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Oh, James, just
Wow.
stepped on is Mr. Reverend Casey Corbin. He is, I like this. These days I say Casey is my spiritual mentor and guide. He has been helping me amazingly over these past couple of months. And he's also been a previous guest on Let's See Who My Friends Are. It's always wonderful to have him here. So thank you, Casey, for jumping in tonight and to hanging out with us. Feel free when you want to say something, like I said before, unmute your mic and pop in and be a part of the conversation. We would love it. It's always a pleasure to have you here. But James, also tell us about that, like growing up in, in southern Georgia, farming and all of those things, because that is a difference between that and where we are today.
Yeah, it was. It's as I look back now as an adult, I a lot of things, I guess, as time moves forward, we understand some of the things you grandparents and parents used to say, and so I've learned how much I learned then. I'm learning it now because it's happening now, and I'm a dad now, and all these different things. So I understand why people used to say, like something like, we'll understand it better by and by. You don't know what a person is saying until you go through it.
Yeah.
And so those type of things. So growing up was really enlightening now because I was taught something that kids are not taught now and cannot even relate to. So working, I did field work and picking. I cropped tobacco. I threw watermelons during the summer. We had hogs. We had, and all of these things. Those are things you can't even have in this day and time, as far as it's concerned. So we had smokehouses. We peeled our own hog. Well, we process our own meats and just different things like that. And so it was a benefit to it. We didn't have to worry about some of these things that they have to worry about in food now because we were doing it ourselves. My grandmother jarred veggies.
That's commendable.
She canned, she made jellies, just so many different things. We had grapes and trees and fruit. So a lot of stuff we didn't have to buy. We were doing ourselves and just different things like that. I can only explain that and express that to Jada now because we live in little communities now, and almost if you walk out the house, you in somebody else's yard. My family owns land, so we have plenty of land and just different things like that. So it's a huge difference. I've learned to look at it and love it now, but when I was there, I was ready to get out of there and go into the military or go wherever I could go to get away from there. But now I understand it to be how great and how wonderful it was to have people who loved you and inspire you. My mother was a role model. My grandparents were people that you could look at respectable in my family's name in the community. So it was very, very different. Back where in an environment and society where a name meant a whole lot. You didn't want to discipline, it wasn't about who you were or what you did necessarily as much as it was about your family's name and who they were and, that type of thing. So it was very, very, it's very, very enlightening to look back now and see how blessed I really was then.
Yeah, I could imagine. How old were you or how young were you when you realized that you had this talent of, singing or of just knowing music? I'm always so very envious, probably not the best word, but envious of people that sing and things like that, because I love music. I'll still sing. Not that great. People be telling me they're gonna hang up. Oh, Salima, stop it. People I can't sing that great, but I'll sing loud and proud, right? Because it's not about the and all of that stuff. I ain't gonna show out, you know, y'all tonight. It's not about all the stuff that you can do, but it's
Wait,
about
what? What was that note again? What was that?
it was like Q major.
Right. That's right. That's the same key I be in, right? Questionable.
You know, yeah, exactly.
In the
Majorly
soprano section.
questionable, right?
Right.
So, you know, it's not about that. It's that feeling that I get. I love music and that the energy that comes with that and what kind of pulses through you as you listen to the words, and you can also feel that other person's intentions and vibrations that come off of that. But how young were you when you realized that this is something that you had a talent in and things like that?
I started out relatively young at a point where I really didn't understand what it was about. But I had a third grade teacher, and I can't remember how it all evolved. But she would ask me from different times to come and sing a solo at her church for a different program. So, and as a nervous wreck as I was, I would go and do it. But I never really understood then that the gift of it, but people were saying it. The young man, you have a gift, you know, the older people, and it was very inspiring. But it wasn't until I was in my high school years, probably around about my sophomore year in high school. So I think I was around 15, I graduated at 17. So I was around about 15 years old when I actually, well, maybe a little bit before that, 14, 15 timeframe, when I actually knew that I had a gift.
Yeah.
From it. I started to get girl attention in school and just different things like that. So the whole atmosphere of it all changed. So that's when I kind of knew I was doing something. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting a little attention around here. So let me go ahead and practice, you know. But
it must be kind of all right. It must be kind of all right.
Good stuff. When did you recognize this in Jada? Because like I said, Jada is our youngest guest. She's 11 years old. She is just amazingly gorgeous right now. I mean, just showing up and glowing on this screen. And that does my heart so well because I know music is a form of expression, and so many young girls, so many young Black girls, you know what I'm saying, have an issue with expressing ourselves, you know what I mean? So to find a space and a talent in which you can express is wonderful. But when did you kind of notice that in Jada? And Jada, jump in at any time, right? And talk about, you know, how amazingly awesome your talent is as well.
I would say I started to recognize it around probably about 4 years old time frame. Just her ability. What I noticed over her singing was that she had an ability to mimic music like an ear, having an ear for music. And so, and
I got
and
that ability too, girl. I got that ability.
it's a challenging thing to hear it, but then replicate it the way that you hear it the same way. So some people have an ear, but can't put it back out in the waves like they hear it, you know, and that was a big thing. And her ability to harmonize and just different things like that at a very early age. So I knew kind of, hey, we own something here, you know. So so she started off way early, and it has really evolved. So we'll get it, you know, we can get into some of that, but it evolved over time.
Yes, awesomeness, Jada. What is it that you enjoy about singing?
I feel like singing kind of is like, or music in general is like a way out for me. Like if I'm not feeling okay, or if I'm just wanting to relax, music is there for me, and it helps me with maybe if some problems that I'm dealing with. It's something that I can listen to, and it's like therapy for me.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful. I'm telling you this. I see, and I work with a lot of women that get to a place, and why it's important for me to say that, that is a great thing that you have found that and that you've captured that, is that I get to see, you know, yeah, I get to see women when they're older and they haven't found that as yet. So to have found that and to have owned that and to have embodied that is amazing. And then also to take that next step is not just to have it, but to share it as well. Oh yes, we on to something for real, So that is absolutely amazing. James, you said when you wanted to get out, when you were in the Valdosta area, living on the farm and all of those things, the dreams were, to get out, right? What did
Right.
you do? What was that escape for you when you left?
Funny thing was, uh, I found myself on a stage after saying this story one other time, which is very unique. But funny thing was, at that point when I was getting ready to leave, I was a percussionist. So I was due to go into. I was looking at that time going into the military, in the Marine Corps band, and I had auditioned to go in, but I did not want to spend the summer that after I graduated. I did not want to spend the summer on the farm. So I was like, I am ready to get out of here. So I went ahead and got my enlistment done, and I went a little earlier than expected. So I lost my seat in the band. And
Oh,
the Lord really blessed me because I ended up in a great job in the air wing part of the Marine Corps. And so it was just an order of steps, I think, that higher power was looking out for me
yeah.
when I wasn't focusing on it really myself. I was just trying to get out of somewhere. So, but it worked out really well. So I initially was going in, trying to go into a music field. And that was another escape, for me at that point. But God saw differently. So,
Hit it. I'm gonna have to
yeah,
butt in with you. Sound real.
grateful.
I'm grateful. You sound real Teddy Pendergrass. You started out as a percussionist, like Teddy P. I'm just saying, when you hear it, I was like, that's Teddy Pendergrass right there. I'm just saying, I wish I could play the drums, but I don't play the drum. One day we got to sit down, you show me how to do something. I was like, drummer, Teddy Pendergrass right there. But you have to show me how to do that there. That's always a good thing. The drums and the saxophone.
Dictionary, Teddy Pendergrass is.
That's right. We add words. You can do that. When you have your radio show, you can do that. When you're on here, but that's good. That's a good look. That's a good
Make up
look.
words and whatnot.
Yeah,
That was real smooth. I
make
just
up
want to point that out. That was real smooth.
And
Thank
GQ, we can't leave those two letters out either. G and the Q. Get mad.
What?
My goodness. Oh, y'all always
Ja-
throw my whole thought process
I
off.
was gonna ask though, Jada, do you play any instruments?
I play the piano, but I'm still learning how to play it.
Okay, my best instrument is my voice too. Be like, what instrument do you play? My voice. So if somebody asks you like my voice, that's my instrument. There you go. I hear you.
Awesome. So we know that you are no longer in the military, right? No
Right.
longer in the Marines. Still a Marine. I know how you guys think. I'm out, but I'm still a Marine.
Right.
You got a bunch of Army people around you, so watch what you say.
I'm ready.
Whatever. Sound like something the Marine would say. He's trying to take on all the Army folks, But coming out of the military, where did you find your focus? What is it that you do now, as far as work, and how was that transition for you?
Oh goodness. No one in a lifetime could have ever told me that I would end up where I am in it all. When I left the military, I ended up landing a great job in a school-based dental program. It's a Ronald McDonald Care Mobile program that was run here. And we were seeing thousands of children during the school year, low income, reduced lunch kids, cleaning teeth in a school-based program. And I ended up there. No one would have told me I was going to be doing that either. But I landed that and did that for a few years. And then while doing that, even in my time in the military, I think a lot of why I was blessed the way I was blessed through my years in the military, I got to do so many great things. I was on the David Letterman show in the military, and all of it was a result of what I was also doing while I was in the military. While I was in the military, doing my air wing job and as a drill instructor and all that stuff, I was in the background the entire time in the church as an organist. So I was still doing a lot of that the entire time and working in music ministry and that kind of thing. And so when I got out and I got the dental job, working in the school-based dental program, I still was doing that in the background. And from that, a local church here, a great church family, decided, hey, we want you to come on full time. And so they put out an offer for me to come on full time. And of course, how to me, God worked it all out. I would have been a fool to have not taken it. And so the doors are just opened up for me to walk right into it. And it happened. And I'm forever and eternally grateful for how that transpired and, walking into that. And so that's where I am now, working as a minister of music director for at full time now.
Yes, how amazing. And I'm sure you get an opportunity to inspire others, and help others to use their gift. But tell what is, in doing some network with Cassandra this week, one of the coolest things that came out of the networking was one of the ladies that was there. She used she described how we get paid. She said, what the energy exchange, for me, I help a lot of people because it feels good. It fills me up on the inside. It fills my heart. You know what I mean? What are some of the reasons why it is ministry is something that you're in, specifically music ministry?
I got a coach.
Like somebody's in the grapevine. You got a publicist.
Somebody's doing a good job.
Got a publicist back there. Tell this story. I hear you.
It's some great parts of it. A quick story. Before a story that my mom told me when she was pregnant with me, and we were in growing up in a church, and they believed in the laying hands and all that kind of stuff. And someone said in church and prophesied that he would be a minister. So it's kind of like fulfilling the what was going on at that time. One of the great things that I do like, and I don't like doing them, but I do like it is the like the funerals and just different things like that. It's one of the worst time for people, but I feel like I'm able to help give them the best of what can happen for that specific day. So if I got to sing a song, if I got to play, as well as just a church environment, you never know what walks of life come in the door, and in that realm and go out, and what kind of impact you can leave them with from a song or hearing the music. And it's a way in those atmospheres that we can all level up. We are meeting each other now, so we know what little we know about each other now, but we can take the one song that probably can bring us all together because it's such a great song and that we can all identify with.
For sure.
So music is an entity that brings us all together. That's why they do praise and worship in church, because it offers an opportunity for all the people to connect on a level, Yeah.
For sure, for sure. That is amazing. Guys, if you have been looking at your clocks, we have like 15 minutes. Like this time goes by like no other. And a lot of times I just want to stay on here and keep on talking, right? Because this is what it's about. And this is why you guys end up being friends. And this is why I say jump in, because the conversation, doesn't have to end right now. It could continue on and we can continue to connect in this way. But I definitely wanted to make time for you guys to do your thing, right? That's what I've been waiting on, right? So I'm excited to hear you guys' beautiful voices. I'm going to mute my mic. Everybody else, if they can mute their mic, so that, going across will just be as just them. And then once they get done, everybody just unmute and.
Okay. And this is something we worked on and wanted to do together, specifically that we sat down and wrote specifically for this particular event.
Your daddy told us singing our lives. Through experience, we love, we laugh, we cry. Inside, we live, we laugh, we love. Your daddy told us singing about our lives. We are blessed to have each other by our side. Outside, we live, we laugh, we love. We are daddy daughters singing about our lives. Good job.
Woo! All right.
Oh my goodness,
Great
I
work,
think we
great
got a
work,
theme
great work.
song. I think we got a theme song. Let's see what my friends
y'all
are.
need a third person on. Y'all need a third person to get it.
That's what's up. You got the Q section. Right there.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. You guys, so beautiful, your voices, so beautiful, the bond, so beautiful, the synchronicity, so beautiful, the relationship, all of that, can be seen and heard in just that short moment. And I certainly appreciate, you guys sharing that with me, with us, you know what I mean? It is always wonderful to see, in the flesh, those amazing things like a great father-daughter bond and creating music and all of those things. So I'm always in a space of just gratitude to be able to see that in flesh, right? You guys unmute your mics. If you have something to say to James and Jada, please do so. Casey, we haven't heard from you since you popped in. I definitely want to give you a chance to say hello and to join in on the conversation. So unmute your mic too and say hello.
Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday o'clock. Hello. Hey, Sam, GQ.
Hey, Casey. It's so good to see you. I see you getting your post-workout snack on when you popped in.
It's hot up in here. Miss Lima,
Yeah.
rich blessings to you. Ayana, James, and Jada, rich blessings to you. Thank you so much, Ray, for allowing me to be here and to be a part of this and participate and to share in James and Jada's gift. Such a blessing. It's so amazing. I bless you, James and Jada. I bless your life. I bless your gift, your talent, your ability. As you use what God has given you to service other people. It's amazing how music can shift an atmosphere and how you can be used to raise the vibration and to change the mood and the feeling of people. And thank you so much for that. Awesome. I mean, absolutely awesome. James, I'm from Tifton, so I know where I know where you're raised at down in Quitman and Valdosta. I'm right up the street from you. I know about that country life that you was talking about. And bringing back all those memories for me. So it's absolutely amazing. Ray, thank you again so much for letting me be here. And
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Awesome.
Thank
Awesome.
you. So we are winding down. Friday clock is winding down, right?
Oh.
The last thing I always ask my guests is, this is a platform that others are going to see you, and I know me, I always have a bunch of stuff that I want to tell people that I'm yelling in my head, like breathe, relax, you know what I'm saying? So just like that, with all of that, breathe and relax, right? So I always say, given this platform, what are some words of wisdom, some words to live by that you want to share with others, and have them, let that resonate with them and start to grow some sprouts in their heart.
For me, just encourage to be the best version of yourself you can be. I always promote an idea that we all have different roles in our life. Whether it be a father, a brother, a sister, a son. We all born into the world, so we got a mom and dad, and just those different situations. Whatever those roles are, I'm a brother. I'm a dad. And so on and so forth. Be the best version of it that you can possibly be. Don't live with regrets. Life is very short. We're in a time of stuff that we've never ever encountered, and had to deal with before. So live it, with no regrets, and just be positive. Positivity. Speak, greatness, and continue to, build our community the best way we can do. I always say that it's, somewhat mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. But to, just live it and again, be the best version of yourself.
For sure, for sure. Miss Jada, you're a guest too. What are some words that you want to tell? Because at 11 years old, with that voice, with that talent, I know you have some wisdom, right? So what are some wisdom that you want to share with others here tonight?
Um, uh, um, my dad said, try to be the best version of yourself, and if you make a mistake, try not to repeat it again, because if you keep doing it again, things will keep getting worse as you keep doing it. So yeah, I guess I'm not really good at speaking, or just kind of that. I just, I've learned over time that your parents or whatever, like something that doesn't go right, you want to be better than what Dave could have been, or what other people could have been, or you want to be like people who inspire people. They want to either kind of be like that person or be much better than they already were.
Yeah, so I hear definitely a drive to be, like your dad say, the best version of yourself. And that is amazing to already be in that space of thinking about being your very best every single day. So wonderful. I feel amazing
That's
being here with you
a
guys.
lot of wisdom coming from a young person.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
You must
Go ahead.
commending that also that he's a single parent and he's raising an amazing young lady, and she's
Yes.
so well put together and humble and still assertive with her gifting. That is amazing. It's like you're teaching a lesson that a lot of older women don't even know. And you know what I mean? So it's just a fabulous to see your relationship. I love it.
Yes.
I,
I,
I, I definitely want to clear the air because I do not want to leave her out because she's definitely here.
Okay.
Jada's mom, Brianna.
Oh, hey, Brianna.
yes. Come
On
on.
in front of the camera.
Come
It's
on,
so
I
good.
can see you
Come
in
on
a
in front of
minute.
the camera.
You a friend too.
Come
Come
on,
on, Ryan.
come on,
Yeah,
come on
that's what I'm
now.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
What's up, boo? I ain't seen you in a minute.
But I would be remiss if I didn't say that and with her helping and what she does for the quality of Jada specifically. I can't teach a young woman how to be a woman.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
I'm forever grateful
like,
for
how?
the role that she plays in positivity, and
Yes.
Balance shows.
Absolutely.
It makes sense now. It makes sense.
I was the coach.
Yeah,
That's
that was
what's
my
up.
coaching background.
Yeah.
Good job, Mom.
You
Good
on
job.
your job.
Good stuff. Oh my goodness.
Who plays the guitar?
I also play. I play several instruments: drums, guitar, acoustic guitar, bass guitar, and that that's about it. And that's all I put my hands to right now. But yeah.
I'm telling you that's amazing. We have about another 5 minutes before we sign off. If you guys have something last to say, go ahead and put your mic on and say it to James and Jada. And hopefully,
Yes.
James, if you don't mind, can you strum us out on the guitar for the last maybe minute or so?
It's untuned.
But I wouldn't know the difference. My voice is untuned, and I no, I'm joking.
I know she better not be trying to sing across these people airways.
Salima, I'm gonna mute your mic. The people don't.
Okay. I just want to say thank you for letting me have this opportunity to do this, and I thank my mom for being in the background and just being here.
Yeah.
So.
I am not musically talented. It's all about y'all.
So I'll do the intro as we'll do the outro, for the radio station as you guys, and then you guys, if you can please play us out for the next couple of, maybe a minute or so, and then, we'll do what we do, which is just wrap up afterwards, So you guys have been listening to WRUULP, Atlanta, Georgia, 107.5 FM, WRUU.org. We are Savannah Soundings Community Radio with global. See?
You hit that note real good. You hit that note real good. Alicia Keys.
Please, thank you so very much, and please play this out for a couple, just maybe a minute or so, or a minute or two if you have it, and we would love to hear you guys.
Your daddy daughter singing right. Through experience, we love, we laugh, we cry. Inside, we live, we laugh, we love. We are daddy daughter singing about our lives. We are blessed to have each other by our side. Outside, we live, we laugh, we love. We are daddy daughter singing about our lives.
Thank you guys so
Awesome,
very,
awesome,
very
awesome.
much. Like I said,
Love
this
it, love it.
offer always extends to all of our guests. It must be winding down because Mr. Bear is making his appearance.
Yeah.
Mr. Bear is like, it's
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel that.
ready. Where is my
Wrap
mama?
it
I've
up.
been over there waiting. He's like, so we know what time it is when Mr. Bear shows up. But I want to say thank you so much.
Look at
Like I
him,
said
kitty
before, we
producer.
extend the invitation to you at any time that you see. I'm on Facebook. I post who our guests are going to be and what we're going to talk about. If you feel led to, please just join. I say you are invited. You are one of our friends. My hope is that one day I have this whole screen filled up with all of my friends just coming to say hey, right? I'm greedy like that. So so please, please, please feel free to do so. Thank you so much, Cassandra, for coming and being here and doing this. Ayana, as always, thank you so much. Salima, thank you, thank you, thank you. GQ Smooth, you showed up. I had to. You
We
came
what?
here coming for me, right?
I'm
So
complete.
thank
I'm
you.
just saying. I was giving
And
you notice, so I ain't
also,
worried about it. I'm
I
covered.
was good. I was good this time.
and also out there, Casey, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to come for have you here and have you, bless us with your presence and then also, drop off a blessing to us. So
Yes.
thank you guys. Thank
Thank
you,
you for having
James.
us.
Thank
Thank you
you,
for having us.
Jada.
You're
Y'all be
Please, please,
good.
welcome.
please like my Facebook page. Jada, if you have a Facebook page, I promise, Dad, that Facebook page is very clean. Ain't no craziness on there. But I would love to have her as a friend. If you're able to do so, so that our Facebook for the show is Let's See Who My Friends Are. We are on Instagram at WRUU Friends. I'm Ray Carr on the radio, the Fit Hypnotist. You type that in anywhere, you'll see me pop up, right? So I would love to stay in touch and stay in contact. Jada, I would love, love, love to continue on seeing you growing in your gift and
Yes.
shining and beaming like you are. James, thank you so very much. Next time we got to talk a lot more fitness, right? Because you got the
Right.
guns out.
I'll come back.
For sure, sure. So thank you guys very, very much. And I look forward to seeing you guys again as we wind down Friday o'clock. Y'all,
Great.
I mean, yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all be good.
Yes, yes, yes. Bye.
Bye, everybody.